Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Good morning, everyone. What is today? Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. And it is time for your good morning coffee and talk. And I can see that it did not show the good morning theme song. We can't have that.
Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Okay, now it's a good morning coffee and talk. Good morning, everyone. I am so happy to see you. Good morning, Katie, my sweet sister. I love you. Good morning, Janet. Oh, Janet. Good morning, Teresa. We do it like this. Teresa. Good morning, Sin. I'm so happy to see you guys. I am so happy to see you guys. And yes, Katie, we do have a special guest. Yes. Oh. Okay. I think it's better now. Y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? All right. Look at who our special guest is. It is Ruben. How do I go on him? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see. So Lilia. Hey! There's Ruben. Hi, how's my boy? Oh, that's my boy right there. Yes. Good morning, my boy. So yes, we do have a special guest today. He's going to be commenting on lots of things. Yeah. So, wow. It's been a wild 5 weeks since my surgery, which went perfectly fine. It went perfectly fine. I had PT yesterday. They said, hey, there's a bad echo. Is there still a bad echo? Uh-oh. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what is picking up. Oh, maybe this. Hang on. There. Is that better? Okay. All right. We're good now. Yes. All right. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't echo Ruben's camera. Dang nabbit, Ruben. You are not even in focus. Focus on the Ruben. Well, I'm hoping he's going to be a little talkative for you guys today, because he is very talkative. And for the last 5 weeks, he has been nothing but joy for me. He's so funny. He is so incredibly funny, you guys. During the debate, okay, when Joe Biden and Trump were like yelling at each other, basically back and forth, several times he was like, shut up. Which made us laugh so hard. You were very funny, Ruben. You were very funny. Yeah. So he's not used to being in this room, so he might be a little quiet today, so we'll see. But yeah, the last 5 weeks have been wild. I think like the biggest, everything happens for a reason. Everything unfolds in our universe, because of the things that we signed up to do while we were here, right? And about a year ago, I decided that I wanted to incorporate shamanic practices into my own personal practice. That's when I started doing ancestor veneration, when I started reading and watching videos and just making the practice. And I've been extremely successful with my ancestor veneration. So I was very happy. But Danny Shea did a shamanism class. It was a 3-day class, and he taught us how to go into the lower world, the upper world, and the middle world. And that was a life-changing experience for me, because what was cool about the class was it was done where everyone who was in the Zoom was participating in the class. So we were all journeying together. And on the final day that we did our journey, which was when we went to the middle world, I had a really interesting and unique experience, something I've never had before, where I actually saw the other people who were also participating with me in the sweat lodge in our minds. And that really touched me, and it helped me realize that there is a tremendous responsibility involved in taking on a shaman's path. So right now I am looking for a mentor. I am looking for someone to train me in this, because I want to make sure that in my journeying, I'm not hurting anybody or hurting myself, and that I'm doing the best that I can to heal the world, to heal all of you guys, and to just be, to do no harm and to be nothing but help, So I'm taking that very seriously right now. I've actually dialed back how much I'm doing card readings and stuff, because I am learning how to interact with the spirits in a completely different way, if that makes sense. So, and it's really important to me right now, you guys. So if you only see like the Sunday video from me and one live stream a week, please understand it's because I am embarking on this journey. I am taking it very seriously, and I cannot let my ego get in the way of doing the right thing, So that's where I'm at right now. Well, good morning, Jenny. I'm happy to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that so much. Katie says Danny's class was very cool. Yeah, it was. And it awakened some new stuff in her as well. Yeah, it was really neat. So if you guys see that he's doing another one of these classes, I would highly encourage you to give it a shot, especially if you're someone who has been struggling with your connectivity with spirit. I feel like his gentle guidance in taking you into each one of these worlds, or any shaman journey that he might take you on, I feel like he's got the knowledge to do it correctly, and he's very gentle. He has a very gentle way of taking you into these things, and I feel like that's very important. So Sin says, Katie, the coaster mold, I saw the coaster thing you made, very cool. Yeah, wasn't it? I really loved, like, on yesterday when she did her let's talk about it Tuesday. She put on that she had the silver ring that she put around it, and it's just so gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous. I love the 3D effect that it had. I mean, that was just super nifty. Very cool. So I am going to be pulling a happy card for you guys this morning. Now, this is from a new deck that I have. It's called Affirmators. I had to get it. There's a unicorn on it, and there's a bunny riding that unicorn with a rainbow. I mean, how can you not buy that? You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, everything I love in one thing. Okay, so I bought it, and let's pull out the very first card, which is authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it and doesn't have to. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. I like that so much. Yes. I think the time is now, you guys, for us to speak our thoughts and explain why we feel the way that we feel. I feel like we can do this with love in our hearts. You know, I know that that's not easy right now because there is not a whole heck of a lot of love in this world, but we got to do it with love and light and explain. Hey, listen, especially when it comes to the everything that's going on politically in this world, right? Um, I've been very quiet about it here. I talk about it, but I'm not like every video, right? I just don't do that. But I've actually been openly talking about it more with a lot of my neighbors, and my neighbors are, for the most part, conservative in my neighborhood. There's a couple that are liberal leaning, but for the most part, they're I wouldn't say they're mega. They're not mega, but they're conservative. And after the debate, several of my neighbors were in my other neighbor's backyard, and I was back there too. And we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, it made me feel very, very uneasy at the time. It made me very uneasy at the time. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I would rather vote for someone who is elderly and wise and experienced and a diplomat and somebody who tries very hard to settle things peacefully before he takes it to the next level. There's a lot of intention and thought put into what he does. I'd rather have somebody like that, who I sometimes disagree with, than to have somebody who thinks that there are black jobs. And what's interesting is my neighbors picked up on that too. My neighbors picked up on that too. Now, these are middle of the road Republicans who kind of have been turned off. They've like turned off watching Trump. They made the decision that they would vote for him, but then tuned him out completely so that they wouldn't have to face the decision that they made. But so many of them watched the debate. They saw how much he was lying. They saw him say things like black jobs and Mexican jobs. Aren't jobs just jobs? Or does he believe in his mind that some people are predetermined by the color of their skin or where they're from to have to be pigeonholed into jobs? And that truly opened something up. That moment opened something up for so many people who are walking the middle line. They are now looking at this closer and going, yeah, maybe this isn't something that I can get behind. So it's a positive. Okay. Fogo Pogo's here. Fogo Pogo's here. Fogo Pogo, say hi to Ruben. Say hi to Ruben. There he is. Hi, Ruben. Oh, Ruben, why aren't you in focus? Ruby Bird, that's my boy. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, he gives me such sweet kisses all the time. Oh, Ruben, I love you so much. So, well, good morning. Good morning. So, anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about politically. It's just what I want everyone to, as things get more angry from one side, to try to keep your composure and just point out these little things, that, and do it with love. Speak your voice so that you can say, hey, I did everything that I could. I brought this message out. I made it clear, because if we do somehow end up with Trump as president, which I don't think we will, but if we do, just remember we have to just keep moving forward. We have to keep our republic alive. All right. Democracy needs to stay a thing. It is an important thing for the whole world that we do not fall to fascism. It's very important for the entire world. The last time a superpower fell to fascism, World War II happened. We can't allow that to happen. We can't. So please go out and vote. It's important that you vote. All right. So with that aside, yes, I did see the emails that you sent. I did send you one back this morning. So it is there. Katie says, I want a human for a leader, not a tyrant. Absolutely. 100%. Katie says, he was talking to service workers who hold this country together at the basic level. Right. Right. I decided to celebrate and F you to SCOTUS. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I still can't drive. Although my arm is a lot better. Today, actually, I had a milestone today, you guys. Today was the first time I was able to lift my arm high enough that I could wash my hair with both hands. That made me so happy. Did that make you happy, Ruben? I asked him because while I was taking my shower, his enclosure is in the living room, but I leave it open. So during the day, he can kind of wander through the house the way that he wants to. He's very good about not pooping outside of his cage. When he has to go poop, he goes back to his cage, which is just remarkable. I don't know who trained him to do that, but thank you. But I was in the shower, and I always leave the shower cracked a little, or the bathroom door cracked a little bit, because we have a fan in there, but it doesn't work great. And he marched his way down the hallway while I was in the shower, pushed the door open, and came in. And when I got out of the shower, there he was staring up at me, and I was like, oh, Masher. So I'm very excited about my arm. Very excited that I've been able to move it. And I've been doing some little projects. You might have seen them in other things that I've done, but I made this rattle. Oop. I want to knock everything over here. I made this rattle. See, I put a sun on this side and a moon on this side. So I bought the rattle. It was just the rattle and the stem here. I added feathers and beads and did a leather wrap around it. And this is the rattle that I've been using now to do my shamanic journeying, and it's been working great. What do you think of this rattle? He don't care. I also made myself a medicine wheel. And medicine wheels, I've discovered through research, are very, very personal. They can be personal to a particular tribe or a particular group of people. They can be particular to an individual. They can be particular to a faith system. So mine represents me, okay? And this is mine. I made it on leather. And up at the top, you have deer prints. To the east, you have eagle prints. To the south, you have a wolf print. And to the west, you have a bear print. And the four colors are associated with the four nations of people, white people, Asian people, African people, and Native people, indigenous people. I have the elements represented, and I have the elements represented on this wheel for a particular reason, okay? Which at some point, maybe I'll get into that more, but it's laid out based on my journey, okay? And then, of course, I have the runes around the edge. And so these at the top are all the winter runes. And then you have the spring runes, the summer runes, and the winter runes all around the edges here. So the runes that are in each season are specific to that particular season. So that's what I've been working on. And you can see I can hold my arm up. Look at that. It still hurts, but woo! Hey, Jen, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I mean, all the runes, can be broken down into different groups, like runes for particular directions, runes for particular seasons, um, runes for particular high holidays. Runes can be broken down into all different kinds of things. And so I have them represented down here as the seasons. And I kind of came upon that accidentally. I was going through one of my rune research books, one that I've only read about halfway through, and I got to the seasonal runes, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this was a thing, and I kind of just put it in the back of my head and forgot about it. And then when I was making this medicine wheel, it came to my memory again, and I'm like, where's that book? Tear everything up looking for the book, and then I just pulled it out of there. Hi, Mickey. How are you? Hey, everybody. This is Mickey. She's newer to our community. She is also she reads. She's a psychic intuitive person. So you guys connect with Mickey, and she's got a lovely, lovely, lovely voice. She's got some videos on her website or her YouTube of her singing, and she has a beautiful voice. And then she's got another channel that she does her spiritual stuff on. So, yeah, welcome, Mickey. It's good. It's good. I can give you some basics on the runes. I don't use runes. I don't, except for things like this where I'm using them as part of magic. But I don't use them for divination. But I can teach you what the runes mean, which each one of the runes means. So maybe we'll do that next week. We'll pick out a few runes and just talk about them. That's a good idea. Sin. We'll do that. So Mickey, as Sin says, are you ready for the 4th of July? Mickey is in the UK, I believe. Is that correct? Mickey, your voice sounded like it was in the UK. Now, where in the UK? I don't know. Or am I wrong and completely wrong and you're in Australia? She'll have to answer that. But yeah, when I was watching a couple of Mickey's videos, I was like looking at the way she was dressed, and I was like, ooh, she's got this feel to her, she's got this oh, you're in Australia. Okay. I'm a dumb American. All I knew is that your voice was gorgeous. How about that? Oh, you fell. She's recovering from a rather big fall. Oh, no. Well, I hope that you feel better. Right now, I have up on my altar, I have a candle lit to ear to all people who suffer from fibromyalgia. Flowing and Katie, I know they both suffer from it. So I did a little prayer ritual yesterday, and that's what that candle is lit for right now, is for them specifically, but for everyone who suffers from fibromyalgia. And I will also add Mickey to the list. And I will pray to ear and ask for healing for Mickey. And if you all could send some healing energy, Katie beat me to it. She's like, oh no, sending you healing energy. Send some healing energy there. Oh, Jen, you're a fibro warrior too. Well, then that candle is also lit for you. It's for everyone who suffers from that. I know so many people who suffer from it, and it's such a debilitating thing sometimes. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad when I see some of the brightest, most amazing people that I know being held down by their bodies. So, yeah. Healing, love, and light to all of you out there. Fogo says, I got a massage table to be able to practice my Reiki. I named it, oh wait, I have to I can, you know what? I cannot see. Hang on a second here. All right. Oh, now I really can't see. I named it Irene, the Greek goddess of peace, but also for ear. Oh, that's awesome. How awesome is that? Okay, I don't want to be. Oh no, what did I do? All right, there we go. Forgive me, you guys. I'm a little rusty at this. I haven't done it in a month, so I'm like, what am I even doing here? Okay, Mickey says, yes, fibro can suck, but we can turn it around. I use diet, organic living as much as possible, and healing frequencies, plus joy. That's right. Joy heals so much, doesn't it? I agree. And Katie says, I had to eat a CBD gummy at midnight. I was hurting so bad last night. It lasts 12 hours, so I am quiet and pain-free right now. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Fogo says, I have a copper bowl that I put offerings in for ear. I put ginger, turmeric, and other healing foods in there, like cranberries. Yes, that's what I do too. I do that too. Right now, I've just got the candle lit, but when I do my actual ceremonies, I use healing spices, healing herbs, and healing crystals. You know, that's what I put on the altar for her. That's awesome. Katie uses creativity to help fight fibromyalgia. Yeah, well, that's because it brings you joy. Katie gets so much joy out of all the things that she creates. You know, she sends me things as she's doing them, and I can feel that joy in her. You know, I think Katie is happiest when she's being creative, and I enjoy being creative too. I do too. My things that I do are a little bit different than Katie's, but I like creativity too. Right now, I'm this. Okay, this just is going to show you guys how much of a geek I am. But I've discovered solo RPGing, you know, solo role playing, and I was so fascinated by the concept and enjoyed doing it so much that I started writing some solo RPG stories that other people can use to do their own solo RPGs. I just finished one yesterday. I just finished one last night. I worked on it for 3 days and I got it finished last night. And I'm hoping that I can play through it today, actually with Chrissy, and show her the joy of doing role playing. So wish me luck, because that would be so awesome if I can get her interested in doing that. Because we have many friends who like to do gaming, and I would love to have them over and have her be a part of it. So Katie says that her diffuser runs all day, and essential oils help keep my home a sanctuary. Yes. Yeah, I love my diffuser too, very much. There's almost always lavender in my diffuser, though, I have to be honest with you, because I love that smell. All right. How about we do, it's 10:23. How about we do a couple questions? You know how I love to ask you guys questions. I love this participation part of the show. And so does Ruben. Ruben, you love that, don't you? What is Ruben saying? He's not even, Ruben, you're not even into it. You're not even into it, Ruben. You're like falling asleep over here, buddy. He's not paying me. No, never mind. Oh, that boy. Oh, what is he? Mickey said here. Fibro isn't a biggie anymore. Emphysema and nerve compression in the spine is what I'm working on the most to heal. No pain meds. Started using bush medicine called Emo Bush for lungs, pain, and sleep. Okay. Well, I'm all about I'm all about the healing things. Mickey's like, oh my God, I thought he was a toy. He's gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, that's Ruben. That's Ruben. He's 33 and he is an African gray, aren't you? You're an African gray. And he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's not talking at all. I don't know. He feels like me. He's half asleep. Yeah. I don't normally bring him in here. But I want to get him used to being in here with me. I do. Because this is also the room where I do all my crafts. You know, I just flip my table over, flip my wood over on my table, and I do the crafts on the wood, and then I flip it back for doing readings and other spiritual things. So I do everything in here. And he likes to be with me. And if I close this door, and I don't let him into the room, he'll just be outside the door going, peekaboo, 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 hello, 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 the whole time. So yeah, so let me ask you guys a question. And let's start with a fun one. And for those of you who haven't been here for my questions, basically I'm going to ask you a question and you just answer the question in the chat here. And this is a way that we can all get to know each other. Okay. So the question is, if you could have a front row seat to any concert, who would you like to see? If you could have a front row seat to any concert, who would you like to see? And I'll let you guys think about that for a second. He needs his own channel. Yeah, he does need his own channel. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. My cats, Mickey, I have cats as well. And he chases the cats. The cats have a healthy respect for him. And but they also go nose to nose. He'll put his nose right up to the cat's nose and go, hello, hello, hello. And they don't try to attack each other. So all right. So Mickey is the first to answer and says Pink or Bette Midler. Both excellent choices. And Sin says, can we bring back the Beatles? That's how old I am. Oh, I would have loved to have seen the Beatles. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Katie says, Rock's 27 playing together. Yes, like all the 27-year-olds who passed away that were in music, like Kurt Cobain, who sings Rehab. I'm having a brain fart there. But yes, Katie, that would be excellent. Hans Zimmer, he was performing near me, but nosebleed seats were $300. Oy vey. I mean, he's cool, but I don't know if he's $300 in the nosebleed seats cool. But yeah, that would be cool. Teresa says, I'm not a front row seat kind of gal. I'm a back row seat person. Well, as long as you're in a place that's got big screens and you can kind of see them, and the sound system's good, I guess you don't have to be front row. Janis, Jimmy, oh yeah. Janis Joplin, Amy Winehouse, thank you. Why couldn't I think of that? Thank you, yes. Oh, Jimmy Buffett too. Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett and Elvis, yeah. Yeah, I didn't go. Oh, Jethro Tull. I think Jethro Tull, if I could go back in time. Yeah. Oh, Luther Vandross. Big Luther, not little Luther. Yeah. On the wings of love. Janice would be awesome. Amy Winehouse, yeah. Love to sing, Valerie. Oh, yeah, Mickey, when I heard you singing, I was thinking to myself, you remind me of a cross between the lead singer of Heart, whose name escapes me now too. Somebody help me. Anne? Is it Anne something? And I had another singer in mind too that you reminded me of. Oh, now I can't think of it. Dang nabbit. I was going to put it in a comment to you when I thought about it. And then, of course, I got distracted by something shiny. But it was, yeah, Ann Wilson. And there was somebody else. Who was I thinking? But you've got that powerful Ann Wilson belting out song. I love Heart, too. I love Heart. Katie says, I almost called you Clady. Clady. I have claustrophobia in crowds of people from stadium seating. that was standing down front until the Cincinnati concert. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of crowds right now either, just because the world has gotten a little weird. And that's sad because concerts were so much fun. Concerts were so much a part of my life for so long. I've seen so many people in concert. Speaking of concerts, here's Kat Shepard. Good morning, Kat. How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. It's very good to see you. Ruben, say hi to Kat, Ruben. Meow. Okay, that's not what I meant. Anyways, it's good to see you, Kat. It's good to see you. We were just, Kat, the question we just asked, if you want to participate real quick here, if you could have front row concert seats, I know the answer to this question already. I already know the answer. I'm just going to say it. Kat would probably want Heilung. But if you could have front row seats to any concert, who would you like to see? And Heilung is actually my answer. But I have a second answer too. Heilung, and I would also like very much to see what is wrong with my brain today? More coffee. Heilung. Oh, and Lacuna Coil. Lacuna Coil is kind of my favorite metal band. I'd love to go see them in concert. So, oh, Kat says 2 Steps from Hell. Okay. I don't know that band. I'm going to have to look them up. I don't know who they are. Are they good? I love Lacuna Coil. And when I was in high school, it was Duran Duran. So, but I've seen Duran Duran many, many times in concerts, and several times I was front row for Duran Duran. So, that's off my bucket list. Check them out and hold on to your stripes. Okay. Sounds good. Teresa says, today has that standing between 2 timelines sort of, I feel it. Yeah, you know what? That is a great way to describe it. I feel like I'm off phase just a little bit. I might have to I've recently learned how to align my chakras in a way that actually works for me. Like normally I have to ask other people to do it because I wasn't successful in doing it for myself. But I've learned a technique now that actually works for me. So I may have to do that. I was in the second row at Heilung and was really happy with that at Red Rock. Yeah, I would be happy to be anywhere in there. Anywhere. Katie is asking, what is everyone drinking today? She has blackberry lemonade. Ooh, that sounds really good. Many of us are in the 4D transitional stage right now. Yes, we are. You're correct. And Teresa says, Scotty, can you beam us all up? Oh, no. You shouldn't have asked that. Let's see if we can get Scotty on the horn here. Hang on. Scotty? Scotty, this is Dali. Scotty, do you hear us? Scotty, beam us up. He's drunk. We tried. Kat says, I recommend their songs Heart of Courage, Impossible, Away with Your Fairies. Away with Your Fairies. And that I can't even say. Molto. I can't say that. You guys can read it. It's right there. I will check those out, Kat. I will. All right, here. One more question. We're going to do one more. Let's do this one. If you could be brilliant in one subject, what would you choose? If you could be brilliant in one subject, what would you choose? That's our next question. Mickey says, there's a lot of great Aussie music here. I would love a playlist. If you're on Spotify, Mickey, make me a playlist. Send it to the wolfgirloracle@gmail.com. The wolfgirloracle@gmail.com, and I will listen to it. Same thing with any of you guys. If you guys are on Spotify, make a playlist, or Amazon Music, make a playlist and send it to me, and I will check it out. Jen says, love. Love. So you want to be brilliant in the subject of love? Oh, I love that you want to be that, and me too. I would love to be. And then ooh, you guys are, ooh, this is going fast for me here. Hang on. Teresa says, physics. I would like to know more about physics too. I do know quite a bit about physics, but I would love to know more. Mickey says, life. Absolutely. Katie says, art and music. You already are, Katie. You got to pick something that you don't already do. Jenny says, jet lag kicked my butt, but I finally found relief listening to A Sound Bath by Red Lentil Healing. Oh, I love her. I love her very much. Mickey says, no Spotify yet. Well, you could, if you have a list of songs, you could also email me a list of songs, just as you think of it. You know, nothing that you have to sit down and do. But I love to hear music from other places. And I really don't know much about Australian music. I know the big names like Aha, you know, but I really don't know much about it, and I would love to learn more. Kat says architecture. That is actually something that I would like to be an expert in as well. I love architecture. Especially ancient architecture. Sin says, yes, art and music, life essentials. Oh, for sure. I want take-backs. Change to languages. Oh, yeah, languages are a fun hobby of mine as well. I love language. I love studying about the genetics of people and the migration of people and how their languages developed and changed as they migrated. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Ooh, that's a tough one. Like Katie, probably art or music. In university would have loved math or physics. Yeah. I wish I was better at math and physics than I am, but at least I know enough I know enough about both to be able to stay in a conversation with people as they're talking about it, you know, understand what they're talking about. So yeah, me too. Yeah, Adrian is Red Lentil Healing. Yes, she is fantastic. You are correct. I agree 100%. And Jenny says, yes, she is. I love her and her sound baths. Yeah, I love sound baths. Shanita does a lot of sound baths too. She's somebody that is good for that. I love working with Adrian. We laugh so hard. Yeah, she's got a great sense of humor. I want to learn about timber framing and post and beam timber peg. Yeah, me too, actually. I started building, you know, how the Viking tents are with the frame and the peg. You've got the front frame, the rear frame, and then the center beam. I actually have one that is partially made. I hope to finish it. This thing happened with my shoulder. This journey with my shoulder started last year, okay, like in July. And so I wasn't able to continue on with the woodworking that I was doing because I'm carving dragon heads into the ends of the posts. But now that I'm starting to heal, maybe I can get back into that. Knock on wood, because I would like to finish that. Ended up having to change my life path because I almost failed out due to math and physics. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd like to Actually, I'd like to be much better at technology because I suck at it. Lemurian mind here. I'd love to be good at the Czech language and Lakota, my soul connection. Oh, well, all you got to do is just keep learning as much as you can about anything that you can, and you will just, as you learn more, you will get better and better, right? And that goes for all of us in anything, right? Adrian and Shanita need to meet. Yeah, for sure. You are absolutely right. I think they would love each other. Absolutely. Ooh. Sven and Patrick stayed in Viking tents at Bear Creek Campground when we went to Red Rocks. Yeah, I actually started this a long time ago. I used to be an SCA, and I started it back then. And then I put it aside. I had to leave SCA because I just wasn't jiving with my group. I wasn't. Let's just say that it came down to politics, and it's sad. It's sad that politics were the thing that kind of pushed me out of it, but it is what it is. So, and that's probably part of the reason why my shoulder is like messed up, because I did a lot of heavy fighting. Let's see. Permaculture is what I truly love to know well enough to be bearable to do it in the real world. Yeah. Katie knows a lot about permaculture. Is it rotator cuff tears? I had 2 full tears. Yes, I had 2 full tears and 1 partial tear. I also had some cartilage damage and a tremendous amount of arthritis buildup in this arm. So all that is now fixed except for one of the tears. One of the tears they were unable to fix. But I learned something crazy. The more I learned about the human body, the more I go, the bicep that they were unable to reattach will reattach to it someplace. It's going to just magically reattach to something. Can you believe that? Did you guys know that that is a thing? I had no idea that that was a thing. And when my doctor told me that, I was just like, what do you mean it's just going to reattach somewhere? So I'm like, it could reattach at my elbow. It could like do a U and reattach at my elbow. She's like, probably unlikely for that to happen, but yes, it will reattach. And I'm like, that is crazy. So it will continue to work. It might not, she said that she's very doubtful that I will get 100% of my arm back. But I might get as much as 80. And I think at 55, do I need more than that? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm going to be pretty happy with 80%. So that's where I'm going with that. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind you guys. You guys talk very much. Thank you. Thank you for that. Next time I go to New Mexico, I'm going to learn Spanish. I started learning Spanish at my other job. I love Spanish. I think it's a beautiful sounding language. The only one that I'm semi-proficient in is German, and everything sounds angry in German, but everything sounds beautiful in Spanish, right? Oh, I'd like a yurt. I'd like a yurt too, right in the backyard. I'm sorry to hear that. Living in the Southwest, Spanish is almost my second language. I understand more than I speak, but I can communicate. Same here. Jen says, I have crocheted since 5. Carpal tunnel took me out. I love the rhythmic and creative aspects, but most of all, to give away my creations of love. Oh, Jen, that is so sweet. Well, there's got to be something that you can do that will allow you to be creative and give. Maybe the universe was just saying, all right, it's time for something new. It's time for you to branch out. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about what's going on with me. I feel like Spirit was saying, all right, you've worked physical jobs for many years. I was in management for 21 years, and out of those 21 years, the vast majority of the jobs that I was doing were physical, along with being managerial. So high stress on the mind, high stress on the body. And I feel like I'm being told it's time for you to rest and do something different. So that's the way that I'm taking it. And I'm sorry to talk about me, but you just, made me think of that. All right. Our cells know what to do. Yeah, you're right. For sure. The body is awesome at healing itself if given the chance and right help and changes. Yes. Yes, I'm learning that. I'm learning that. That's something that Katie and I have been talking a lot about how we have the potential to heal ourselves. So I'm exploring those things now. I'm eating hardly any red meat. And in fact, if it weren't for the 4th of July, I probably wouldn't have eaten any red meat this month. And I'm eating far more vegetables, more fruits, exercising more, getting up and moving, spending time in the sun because the sunshine is something that I absolutely need with my feet in the ground, my bare feet touching the ground, grounding myself. Yeah, so all these things are bringing this health to me. And I'm doing shamanic journeying where I am intentionally going in there to heal myself and heal the world. So I was too Dali. SC is not what it used to be. Yeah, I got into it during a really bad time, you know. And everybody was saying that, wow, if you would have been here just a few years ago, it was such a different place. The group that I'm involved in, or that I was involved in, just was a little too conservative for me. And I wish them well, though. I wish them well. That's all I'm going to say. They taught me a lot of things. Learned how to fight very well. Don't mess with me now. I'll knock you upside the head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Peace and love. Peace and love. Okay, I am thankful for doctors who can straighten things that are crooked, sew things that shouldn't be open, but our bodies do the actual healing. That is correct. And I am too grateful. I had a thumb knuckle rebuild from arthritis, just got back to normal. I got a crochet animal kit to exercise my hand. I'll be excited to see that, Katie. I had a yurt, but I had to sell it. Get this. I had to store the yurt while I was homeless because I had nowhere to set it up. Oh, Jesus. Had shelter and couldn't use it. How's that for irony? Kat, if that ever happens again, you call me, you come here, and you can live in my backyard. How about that? Until you get back on your feet. I would absolutely be okay with that. Yes, it retached. It might not work, but it does grow back. Yeah, isn't that nuts? That is so nuts. Very true. I just haven't figured out what the new thing is yet. Well, Jen, you will. I know you will. I know you will. You've got a beautiful, bright, open-armed approach to life. So I believe that you will find that thing that's just going to help you express yourself. I'm doing ribs and grilled pineapple for 4th of July. We're doing brats and hamburgers, hot dogs. Chrissy's making her amazing pasta salad, which is like the best pasta salad I've ever had in my life. It is just incredible. So that'll be fun. I'm doing what doctors said I'd never do. I'm still proving them wrong. They say incurable. I say watch me. That's right, girl. You go, girl. That's what I'm saying. If I touch my bare feet to the ground, I need to get it wet first so I do not burn my feet. Yeah, Katie, you and everyone who's living in the Southwest right now who has to experience that crazy intense heat that is going on, first of all, God's bless you. And I hope that you can, that you'll be okay through that heat, because that I could never handle that. Could you handle that heat, Ruben? Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Oh, my boy. Look at him. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. Yes. You're such a sweet boy. Oh, I just love him so much. Yeah, I'm in my try to be stress-free, but I came home to a mountain of laundry and getting ready for the 4th. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're experiencing some stresses, but hopefully once you get that laundry done, you can just chillax and enjoy life. Kat says, I'm doing fine. I bought a house a couple years ago. Well, you rock on. It's because nothing stops you, Kat. Bought it with cash out for my inheritance. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, now at least you've got that. You've got that. You've got that. So no matter what, you've got that. That's how I feel about my house too. No matter what, I've got this. Katie says, I love grilled pineapple. I do too. I should tell Rick to get some pineapple. That's a good idea. I make mud and sit and wiggle my toes in the mud. I love that. Jen's like, Brats Burgers and all the fun sides. It's a Wisconsin thing. 4th parade goes right in front of the house. Can't wait. Oh, that's exciting. You're in West Bend, correct? Are you up in West Bend? Here in Milwaukee, there are a couple parades, but a lot of the local parades that used to happen they don't do them anymore because of scary things that have happened at parades, which is very sad. I am having brats too. Oh, rock on! Oh, and you're making homemade potato salad. Oh, I'll be right over. I love homemade potato salad. Now, how do you make it though, Katie? Is it German? Is it American? Is it deviled egg? How do you do it? Teresa says, tomorrow is a work day for Ken. He works Monday through Friday all the time. No extra days off in waterworks. Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. My dad in spirit gives me ideas for meals with my special diet. He was a chef. Oh, well, that's one of the awesome things about ancestor veneration, right? When you venerate your ancestors, a wisdom comes to you. A wisdom really does come to you. It's tangible wisdom, so that's neat. Oh, share your recipes. I love trying new things. The heat was crazy in New Mexico. Yeah, I bet it was. Just moved to Campbellsport I know Campbellsport very well. I have family there, in fact. I have a funny story about Campbellsport, Jen. I'm going to tell you this funny story. So my cousin, her grandma lived in Campbellsport. That's her grandma on her mom's side. I'm related to her on her dad's side. But we went up there because her grandma had taken a fall and she was in the nursing home, or she was in a rehab hospital. So we went there to feed the animals because everyone in the family was afraid that the person who was in charge of feeding the animals wasn't actually feeding the animals. So we went to the farm, we opened up the barn door, and first of all, the cows had broken through their pen and gotten into the pig's pen and ate the pig's feed. Now, if you know anything about cows and pigs, they eat a very different kind of food, and cows go crazy if they eat the food that's supposed to be for the pigs because it's a meat-based food. Okay, but the cows ate it because there was nobody going to feed them, and the cows had gone crazy, and they were all wide open in the barn. And this cow came at me, and it was a cow. It wasn't a bull. It was a cow. She came at me, and she pushed me and pushed me and pushed me right up against the wall. It happened to be that I was up against the ladder for the hayloft, so I had to climb up into the hayloft and scream for my cousin. I'm like, Ann, the cows are crazy. The cows are crazy. They're trying to kill me. So Ann had to let the cows out so they could, go out into the yard. And then I was able to come down off the hayloft. But yeah, so now I have a very real fear of cows. And that's the truth. Oh, what did you say here? Gonna pair up mac and cheese with the ribs, pasta with a word I don't even know what that is, marble jack and baby bell cheeses and panko crumbs. Oh, that all sounds good. Old-fashioned American eggs and potatoes. Oh, yum. Hi, Viviani. Good morning. Good morning to you. Viviani, say hi to Ruben. He's our special guest today. He's my African gray parrot. There he is. Here. Hi, Ruben. Oh, Ruben, were you sleeping? Ruben, you can't sleep through the show. You can't sleep through the show. Ruben was sleeping. Okay. Sorry, Ruben. I didn't mean to wake you up there, bud. All right. So we're getting close to the end here. Everybody's saying hi to Viviani. Katie says, I split mayo measure with sour cream. Oh, I love that. I do that all the time, actually. I'm right across from the church on Main. Oh my gosh, that church was Rick's grandma's church. She isn't with us anymore, but that was Rick's grandma's church. You know, she went there for many years. And I think that his aunt might still go there when she goes to church, you know? Yeah, that's crazy. It's a small world. You're very close. We need to get together, Jen. We need to get together and do lunch or something. I'm a vegan with histamine intolerance, diverticulitis. Oh, yeah. Don't do anything by half. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Chrissy suffers from diverticulitis. That is not a fun thing. Poor cows. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Katie also uses bacon in her potato salad. Ooh, I love bacon. Blueberry cheesecake for dessert. Oh my gosh, I'll be right over. 'Tis a small world. Yes, it is. Oh, banana cream pie. Ooh, we're having like this rhubarb crumble cake thing that Rick made. Oh, it's delicious. It's so delicious. It's like coffee cake, kind of. But made with rhubarb, so it has that tartness and so good. So good. All right, I wanted to pull a card it's 10:57, so I'm not going to have time to do readings for everybody. But let's pull a card from the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle here. Let's do this. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck. Guides of the Hidden Realms. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. But it's kind of a nice deck for the end of a show, and it's a great deck for the collective. Let's see if I can shuffle. Ooh, that still hurts a bit. That still hurts. We're going to have to do this. All right. So, angels protect us. Spirits of the land in my home, the land Vitir and the Husvitir surround us, and ancestors give us some wisdom. What do we need to know as a collective group here for the rest of this week? Please and thank you. Yeah, I love her decks too, Mickey. I love her decks. I think a lot of us are fans of Colette Baron Reed, and she's just a neat lady. All right, I'm feeling this. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Can you guys see that? Treasures in the deep and dark. And along the side it says, shadow work, healing old wounds. Now, I have to honestly admit that pulling this card may have been influenced a little bit by the work that I'm doing for myself right now. I've embarked in a deep shamanic journey, so I'm taking it more seriously than pretty much anything else in my life right now. And there's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of dealing with shadows that I didn't even realize were there. Before I embarked on this, I thought I had hit a lot of the things that a lot of the shadows that I the big stuff is gone. Let's just put it that way. The big stuff, the stuff that I really knew was there, that was on the surface, I really worked through a lot of that shadow. My shadow book is full. But since I started embarking on the shamanic journey, I have realized that there are little things in the nooks and crannies of my brain and my soul that are affecting me in ways that I never anticipated. So I would like strongly encourage everyone, because I feel like right now we really need to take a long, hard look at these shadows, because the anger that is coming out in us is it's so incredible. It's hard for me to believe that it's just the politics that are causing us to be so angry, so fearful, you know. And I would strongly encourage people to really just take some time to go within and first and foremost, forgive your inner child. Forgive that little person who lives inside of you, who may have been hurt or did hurt, things, or experienced something scary, experienced something that caused shame. All right. Love that little person inside of you. Wrap your arms around that little person. Nourish that little person. Do everything that you can to heal that little person inside of you. And if you start from there and move forward, you're going to all of a sudden have these aha moments. Oh my gosh, that's why I do that. Oh my gosh, that's why I don't trust this person, or trust these kinds of people, or trust this government. We are, well, I'm never going to trust the government. I don't think I'll get over that shadow, to be honest, just saying. But if we can heal these things in ourselves, right? Start forgiving ourselves, start loving ourselves, embracing ourselves, feeling joy. Once we get to that point, we can seriously start healing the world. We can do it. Hey, Jane the Seeker is here. Well, hi, Jane the Seeker. Pluto is in our Pluto is in our constitution right now. Constellation right now. Constitution. I'm sorry, my glasses I cannot read. Pluto the Wrecker. Oh no. Well, I'm still going to stay positive. I am. Because I believe in our power to heal things. I believe in our power as a collective, especially in this community. I believe in the power that we have. I do. Katie says, we are being stuck between dimensions. The tug and pull of the shift is making us all sensitive. Yes. Sending you all unconditional love. Oh, I love that, Katie. I was just going to say, trusting the government is... Yes. Yes. Yeah, I rethought that as soon as I said it. Oh, Jane says, howdy. Yes, Jane. I want you to meet Ruben. I don't know if you've met him yet. There's Ruben. Hi, Ruben. Ruben, wake up. Say hi to Jane. Say hi. Oh, he is just not talking today, you guys. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know. He woke up on the wrong side of the perch, I guess. Jen says, if we heal within, we are able to shine love and light of healing to others. I agree with you. And yes, and that's the message for today, isn't it? That's the message for everyone. So you guys, it's 11:04. I need to get off here and go do some other things. Oh, Jane, you used to have a parrot? I used to have parrots? Oh, I love him. He's such a joy. He is. He's quiet right now, but he's such a joy. Yet the government is really just people who work for the tax dollar paychecks, as my civil servant hubby says. Yeah. Yes, we need to exercise our power in our government, and we can bring about these changes. When we fire people for not doing their jobs and hire people because they are better at these things, if we're really good about that, things will change. Get out and vote. Everyone vote blue, please. I mean, you can vote any way you want. It's America, but please vote. I don't care who you vote for as long as it's blue. All right. On that happy note, you know what? I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I missed you guys. I really, really missed you guys. So I will see you all again on Sunday with my reading for the week and next week, Wednesday. And I may be doing something on Monday night. But just sort of keep an eye on my community page if you think of it. And I will announce if I am doing something Monday night, but we shall see. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. I love you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. And we'll talk to you all again soon. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. See you later.